about shit on my shoulder that I'm sure somebody spit in.
You having a nice laugh, are you?
You think I don't want to watch you do it?
Hey! And go.
What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI. This is the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers pitch meeting. This was my favourite of the trilogy for sure, especially the battle scene in this. I know the one in the third movie was bigger in terms of like the scale of the battle, and it was very, it was exciting. We had elephants and things like that, it was great, but something about that battle at Helm's Deep just really connected with me, and I'm not the kind of person that usually gets into like big battle movies and stuff like that, but that really hit home. Those big giant ladders, I'm now a fan of ladders. I don't know, I didn't realize that was going to be a thing, but those huge crazy ladders, and they had even bigger ones, love it. And there's plenty of other good stuff in this movie as well, but I have watched these movies very recently on the channel, go check those out. I also watched the Harry Potter movies, and I don't know, probably going to catch a lot of flack for this. I think I prefer Harry Potter over Lord of the Rings. I think I connected with it quite a bit more, and this was still very interesting, but I was like kind of giddy when I finished watching the first Harry Potter movie a couple of years ago on the channel here, and I didn't feel the same way about the Lord of the Rings when I finished the first movie, but the second and third movie were definitely huge steps up, and I enjoyed these two quite a bit. But Ryan George is here to tell us everything that's wrong with this movie, and I'm here for it. Ryan George, show me what you got.
So, you have a second Lord of the Rings movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. Very exciting. So what happens in this thing? Well, Gandalf is back. Yeah, he fell off a thing, right? He sure did, sir, but you're gonna come to realize that falling from great heights isn't really fatal for good guys in these movies. Oh, well, great.
Yeah, what's his name? Aragon. He fell from a great height and was pretty okay. And honestly, Samwise in the final movie, he took a bit of a tumble down that big crazy mountain path as well. So yeah, I agree.
He falls and he falls and he fights that fire demon, and then they end up at the top of a tower and they fight some more. How'd they get to the top of a tower? Unclear, but then he's gonna finally kill the fire demon thing, and then he's...
I don't even remember that, to be honest.
Back. Oh yeah, he is? Yeah, his spirit went somewhere for so long that he forgot his own name, but now he's back and he's all white. Well, that is how death works, so no further questions. No, this is like magic and stuff. That's not how death works. Sure it is. So what else happens? Okay, well there's gonna be some more walking. Oh, there is, huh? Yeah, a whole bunch more walking. A ton of it, in fact. Even the trees are gonna walk in this thing. I love it. So anyway, Merry and Pippin, they've been captured by orcs, right? And they're being brought to Saruman. Right. And some of the orcs actually want to eat them. They're like, yeah, why can't we have some meat? What, do the orcs all have Cockney accents? They do, yeah. Oh, inexplicable accents are toit. And then the orcs are attacked by these dudes, the Riders of Rohan, and it's just a massacre. Oh boy. And for a little bit, we're gonna think that Merry and Pippin are dead, but then it turns out they're not. Oh.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird cliffhanger. That I was like, oh my god, he's dead. Oh wait, no, he's perfectly fine. Just a kind of an odd place to put that cliffhanger in. That almost feels like it's an end of an episode kind of cliffhanger. But Treebeard, tell me everything about Treebeard. You know what, George? Better not talk shit about Treebeard. He is my favorite character in this movie.
Fantastic. So they head into the forest and they meet these big talking trees called the Ents, and these things, they talk super slowly. Oh, well, I guess that's a good way to pad the runtime a little bit. How long is this thing anyway? About 4 hours. Oh my god. So the Ents, they're gonna have this big council meeting, and they're gonna decide that they don't want to go to war. Oh. But then they're gonna see that Saruman destroyed a bunch of trees, so they're gonna go attack Isengard. Okay, so the trees were treated poorly and now they want their revenge? That's perfect. I love it. Who is that? That's just M. Night Shyamalan. Sometimes he eavesdrops on these meetings and tries to get movie ideas. That's not a good idea for a movie, M. Night. Yes, it is. Okay, well, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, he shouldn't write that. So what does Saruman do when they attack? Does he do some kind of crazy wizard counter move? No, he just kind of frantically looks around like he lost a contact lens or something. Oh, okay. Anyway, so we're also gonna follow Sam and Frodo on their quest to destroy the ring. And how's that going? Well, they keep getting lost, so they team up with this weird creature called Gollum, and he's like obsessed with the ring because he used to own it. Oh, and this guy's freaking nuts. I mean, at a certain point of the movie, he's just having a full-on conversation with himself. He's just talking to himself and replying as if he was two different people. Yeah, he's freaking nuts. Oh, this guy's got problems. So he guides them to where they need to go. He does, but when
And Anytime Ryan George is making fun of himself, it always works. Good
And
boy.
one of them comes really, really close to them. Oh my god, it's gonna be tough to survive that. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, they hide under this blanket thing, which looks exactly like a rock, so it works out. How does it look exactly like a rock? Well, technically, it's
Unclear.
an elven cloak, so. What's that made of? Plot armor. Oh, okay. And eventually, they're gonna get captured by Boromir's brother Faramir, and he and his men are a little sketchy about the ring. That frickin' ring makes everybody sketchy. It sure does, sir, and eventually a Nazgul is gonna show up on this flying Feldbeast monster. Oh no. And the ring is gonna compel Frodo to go see the Nazgul and be like, hey, check out this ring, pretty cool, huh? That's a horrible impulse to have. But then luckily Faramir's gonna shoot an arrow at the Feldbeast, and so the Nazgul's gonna be like, wow, okay, never mind. It leaves. Yeah, it leaves, it flies away.
Is that what happens? I thought Samwise saved him.
I thought he didn't realize they had arrows. And doesn't this mean that Sauron knows exactly where the ring is now? Shouldn't he send all his forces towards Frodo? Well, to be honest, sir, this part wasn't in the books, but I thought it'd be cool, so I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about the story implications. Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing. Thank you. So what else happens? Well, Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli,
I'm pretty shocked that nobody mentioned that in the comments.
they're still running around trying to find Merry and Pippin. Oh, yeah. And they meet this King Theoden, but he's all messed up looking. Oh, how come? Well, he's being, like, controlled by Saruman with the help of this sketchy...
Oh no, I like that king. He's okay.
Never a good idea to hire somebody with worm in their name, or tongue for that matter. Anyway, Gandalf manages to use his staff to do a kind of magic exorcism thing, and he saves the king. And so they kill Wormtongue? They don't know, because they're like, well, enough blood has been shed. So they lock him up in a cell? Nah, they let him go. Feels kind of dangerous. I mean, he'll probably run directly to his boss and give him more information. That's exactly what he does. I bet he did. Anyway, later there's a battle, right? And Aragorn, he falls off a cliff. Oh no, is he dead? Well, we're gonna think he's dead for a little bit, but heights don't affect him because he's a good guy. Right, okay, yeah. Oh, and he's also gonna have this flirty thing going on with this woman, Eowyn. And what sparks that flame? Well, they look at each other, so... you know, they're kind of in love now. Very romantic. And later in the movie, there's gonna be this massive battle at this place called Helm's Deep. Wow, 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 wow. Ow. Ow. Are you okay, sir? I think I maybe got a little too excited there. Should I call an ambulance or what's up? No, I actually feel fine now. Oh, I think you may have died. Oh yeah, look at that. Whoops. Whoopsie. Well, welcome back, you know, producer guy the white. Producer guy. Yeah. That's what they used to call me.
Producer Guy the White. Okay. And tell us about Helm's Deep. This is my favorite battle scene, so I want to know.
Anyway, there's gonna be a battle. Oh boy, and how does that go? Well, there are only a couple of hundred good guys and like 10,000 orcs, so, you know, not great. Yeah, those aren't good numbers at all. But then some elves show up, and they're led by none other than Haldir. Hey, I don't know who that is. He was in the first movie for, you know, a couple of minutes, remember? I mean, kind of, maybe? It was a long script. Anyway, he's gonna get this...
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt with some things, like, especially with him. When he popped up, I was like, I had to piece together, like, who the hell he was, because, again, just long movies, there's just a lot of stuff happens in between point A and point B, and sometimes you get lost.
Super emotional death scene, and people are gonna be like, no, Haldir! Alright, I mean, you know, rest in peace, elf dude, I guess.
Is he like the brother of Liv Tyler or something like that?
Uh-oh. But then Gandalf had told them to look to the east at dawn, and sure enough, he's there right on time with a whole big army of backup. So wait, can he predict the future? That's a pretty precise statement to have given. Vaguely, sometimes, when the plot demands it, yeah. Very cool. And at a certain point, King Theoden, he's gonna turn to Aragorn and be like, let this be the hour where we draw swords together. Oh, a little art project. Not the best time for it, but still fun. No, they're gonna stab orcs with swords. That makes more sense. And then they're gonna win the frickin' battle. Fantastic. And Gandalf's gonna be like, the battle for Helm's Deep is over. The battle for Middle-earth is about to begin. Stay tuned for movie 3. Well, okay, that whole thing's a little on the nose. Maybe just cut out that last part at least? Okay, I'll cut out the last part. So what do you think? Well, it sounds great, but do you think maybe we're overdoing it with the fake-out deaths? It seems like we keep going back to that trick. Well, I don't know. There might be one or two.
Wow, Middle-earth, 10 fake-out deaths in the movies ranked! Both Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movie trilogies, fake-out deaths. Yeah, you know what? Fair criticism. There is quite a lot of fake-out deaths in this series from what I saw as well. Like Gandalf, Aragorn, straight off the bat. I mean, what's his name? When Frodo gets wrapped up by that spider. I mean, at this point, I'm a fan of Marvel movies, so the fake-out death is something that I'm not new to. And it didn't really stick out to me as like something that dragged this series down, but I did enjoy the two towers, especially that battle scene. Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, Gandalf the whatever. Anytime Gandalf was involved, it added to this. And Gandalf coming in from the east with the sun behind him. It's a great move on his part. And I said to you that he was blinding them with his Gandalfness. I don't think that's true. I think they were blinded by sunlight. But you know what? Screw it. Blinded by Gandalfness, let's lock it in. But let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Peace!